Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. You know, this afternoon I stopped by a, LA Fitness. They have a new building that's going up, so they have 3 folks that are on the phones trying to bring in new customers. Anyway, I stopped by to chat with them, and in conversation, one of them turns out to be a Democrat. And so I asked him some questions that you'd think a Democrat would have a clue about. He was totally clueless. And I said, so why do you bother voting when you have no idea what you're voting for? It also turns out that he's a Muslim. And I said, well, that's not a bad thing, because there are good Muslims, but there are also very bad Muslims. So anyway, I had steered him to my site, and I gave him my phone number, and I asked him to spend a couple of hours when he has some free time just going through some of the videos. And I said, I think you'll find that you might want to change your affiliation. I also asked him if he knew who started the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, or if he knew who initiated the Jim Crow laws. Or I asked him if he knew how the Democrats felt about immigrants in the 20s and 30s. Again, totally clueless. And this is what's really sad. There are so many Americans that are totally clueless. They have no idea as to what's going on. They call themselves Democrats or Republicans. And again, they're in total darkness. It's really sad. It's sad to the extent that when people vote and they don't know what they're voting for, they're helping to destroy this country. But again, as I had said in previous videos, voting I don't think matters any longer. And the reason that is the fix is in. This Chicago-style administration, they figured out the formula. It's absentee ballots that they can acquire by getting the voters lists, requesting the absentee ballots, monitoring the mails. By the way, this is all illegal, but it doesn't matter. And then filling out the candidates of their choice. That explains how Obama got 140% of the vote in one district in Colorado. That also explains how Obama got 900 votes in a trailer park in Florida that had only, I think, 7 registered voters. Yeah. They do it through absentee ballots, and they obviously do it through people not having to show photo ID and voting multiple times. Like the lady that's now in prison, I think she's been sent away for 5 years. She used to work in a polling booth for many years, and she voted a number of times for herself, for her granddaughter, and for neighbors, and the whole thing's insane. The system doesn't work. You know what's interesting, and I've made a number of videos on this, in certain countries, when people vote, they stick their finger in one of these. This is a bottle of ink. Yeah, and that way they know they voted, and people know they voted, and they can't vote again. Why don't we do that here? It's really an inexpensive way to go about it. And it'll definitely eliminate people voting multiple times, but it won't prevent people that aren't eligible to vote from voting, which is why photo ID is a definite requirement. I believe that in the last presidential election, Romney won every state where photo ID was required, and he lost every state where photo ID wasn't required. Now, what does that tell you? Huh? Oh, come on, what's it tell you? Yeah, it tells me there's no reason to vote. What do you think? I told you what I think.